Hey guys, so this week I thought I'd talk to you about my new, as Gabe likes to call it, crazy obsession with meal prepping. So recently we found out that Jackie was supplementing too many meals. So what that means is I was using Quest bars, protein shakes, Quest chips, doing those several times throughout the day instead of eating dead animals and baby chickens. So, and root vegetables. So, in order to get ready for competition prep, Gabe suggested that, I kind of start trying to do the meal prepping, trying to eat more normal food so that when you do, your competition prep, as you get closer, you got to be really, you got to measure everything out or have the right foods. It's a lot easier. You can't do like bars, things like that. So, I have done a few things that's driving Gabe crazy, and I'm going to tell you all about it. So the first thing is getting look at these cool little meal prep containers. Awesome, huh? So it's been really good. I have been bothering Gabe for the last few days because I just want to make sure I'm eating the right things. But I've been like a little cooking crazy person. So I'll show you. You can see this big container is my brown rice with quinoa. This is my sweet potatoes. Then we go down here, you see my big old thing of chicken. And then one thing that I did that Gabe thought was absolutely crazy, but it kept me in line, was you can see that I wrote out what it was actually in my little meal prep container. And he just could not understand that. And I told him once I figure it out, I'll be okay. So that's Jackie's new life, his meal prepping. It is a little bit hard to get used to. So basically the reason that I did Quest bars, protein shakes, things like that was because it was so fast and easy. So like after I taught class or after I worked out, I would go and just eat a Quest bar on the way to somewhere else. And of course it's really good to do that if better than starving. However, when you have a goal like mine, where we really have to manipulate the different foods, things like that, later on, once I get closer to a competition, it makes things a little bit harder. Plus, eating a little Quest bar I'll show you. A little Quest bar, is about, I still have a lot. So now I have like a gazillion things because I had just stocked up. So a little Quest bar is pretty small, right? You eat that compared to the meal I just showed you guys, which was like 4 ounces, almost 5 ounces of chicken, and then some carb source, which I think that one had broccoli in it, and then some grapes, because that's later on in the afternoon when you're like doing a little less carbs. Whereas like for the morning, I have to have like a whole half cup of oatmeal now and some eggs, and I'll tell you that was hard to force down because I'm used to just drinking a protein shake with my coffee in the morning. So it's getting used to it. I thought I'd share this with you since poor Gabe, I've been bombarding him with lots of questions, but he's been very helpful in helping me figure it out. The other essential thing in this whole thing is my cool little new meal prep bag. I'll show you that. Look at that. There's a space up there. I packed a Quest bar for the kids because we went to the zoo, since I can share with them now. Before I was very stingy. And then see in here is the actual little cooler. Oh, we can see that. Hang on, let me see if I get it for you. And so this actual little cooler allows me to put the ice cube or the ice block in there. And then all those meal prep containers will fit in there. And then I have some snazzy little areas to put all my drinks and my little sweat towel in here and my headphones. So it's actually been a really good thing. I can tell you that it is a whole lot of food, but it's really making it makes life a little bit easier once I get the hang of it. So if you have questions about meal prepping, I am not a seasoned meal prepper yet, but I can probably help you along in knowing that you're not crazy, because what I was doing before is trying to overcomplicate it. So Gabe told me to do like half a cup of rice or half a cup of sweet potatoes or a cup of sweet potatoes, in the morning. And I'm like, well, don't you have to measure that out? And isn't it, 4 grams and or 5 grams of this? And he's like, oh my God. And he's like, all you should use your scale for is your ounces for your meats. And then you got to use this thing, which is my little half cup guy, see, or the little quarter cup. He's like, those are what you need to focus on instead of trying to complicate it, because like a baked potato, I was like, well, how do I measure that out, type of thing. So I'll get the hang of it. But if you have any questions, I don't mind learning together, or if you have some ideas or thoughts to throw my way, you've been meal prepping for a while, I'll take them. But for right now, I just thought I'd share with you guys that this week, and hope you have a great week, and talk to you soon.